Do you sometimes get confused about when to use does and has in questions and answers? In this lesson, you will learn how to correctly use does and have when asking and answering questions. Let's start with this question. Which one is the right one? Is it, does she has a laptop, or does she have a laptop? Type the correct answer in the comment section. I will get back to this question later in the video. First, does is used with the pronouns he, she, and it, and with singular nouns. And has is also used with the pronouns he, she, and it, and singular nouns. So, with that knowledge, which of these is the correct way to ask this question? Does she have a pen, or does she has the pen? The correct answer is the first one. You might be wondering, we already said she is used with has. Why is the second option incorrect? Well, in this question, does is the helping verb. It supports the main verb to help form the question. When does is used, the main verb reverts to its base form. The base form of has is have. Have is the main verb in this question because it's the main action word. Don't use does and has together in a sentence. So never say does he has or does she has, because once you use does as the helping verb, the main verb stays in its base form. The base form of has is have. Asking questions. Here's how to form questions correctly. Does plus the subject plus have plus the object. Let's look at some examples. Does she have a dog? The subject here is she. Have. The object, a dog. Does she have a dog? Does it have a toy? The subject can also be a noun, not just pronouns. So it can be, does the dog have a toy? Does your brother have a car? Does he have a car? Hope this is making sense to you. So asking questions, let's practice. I will say a sentence. You turn that sentence into a question. Example, the sentence, he has a laptop. What will be the question to receive this response? The correct question is, does he have a laptop? What about this one? The house has 10 rooms. Does the house have 10 rooms? If someone asks, does she have a pet? You can say, yes, she does, or yes, she has a pet. What changed here? In the question, we used does and have, but in the response, we stop using does. So the main verb changes to match the subject, she has. If we decide to use does in the response, has changes to its base form, have, because does is helping the main verb to emphasize. And when we use a helping verb, we leave the main verb in its base form. So has turns back to have when we use a helping verb. Let's test what you've learned with a short quiz. Comment with your answers. Question 1. Does she have or has any money? Question 2. Yes, she, is it have or has? And question 3. Does he has or have a car? Type your answers in the comment section. And the answers are, does she have any money? So B is the correct answer. Yes, she has. A is the correct answer. Does he have a car? B is the correct answer. Did you get all the answers correct? Common mistakes to avoid. So instead of saying, does she has a dog? The correct way to say this is, does she have a dog? Helping verb is does and the main verb is have in its base form. Instead of saying, yes, she do, which is wrong, you say, yes, she does. Yes, she have a dog is wrong, but yes, she has a dog is right. Now let's go back to the quiz from the beginning of this video. Which is correct? Does she has a laptop or does she have a laptop? The correct answer is B. Does she have a laptop? Because does is the helping verb and the main verb must stay in its base form, have. Does she have it? Here are the various responses to this question. Yes, she has it. Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Yes, she does. She does. More practice. Does he have a cold or does he has a cold? Does he have a cold is correct. Does she has the shoes or does she have the shoes? Does she have the shoes is correct. That's it. You now understand how to use does and have when asking and answering questions in English. Let's do this. Write a question in the comment section using does and have. You can also let me know if you found this video helpful. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video, and thank you for watching. Come back for more lessons.